Suddenly, a strange smell wafted through the room, smoke and something burning. Helen stood up at once and rushed toward the kitchen without a word. I sat quietly, my eyes fixed on the door. After a while, I heard Helen's voice from behind. Jack. I slowly turned to look back. After a moment of silence, tears began to stream from her eyes. As she was leaving, Helen came forward and gently kissed my forehead in silence, a quiet farewell. Then, a horse-drawn carriage pulled up in front of the door. I watched as it slowly rolled toward the station. Upon reaching the station, the train journey began. Sitting by the window, I stared outside. Fields, rivers, and grassy villages passed by. The rocking of the train made my eyes heavy, but my thoughts lingered on that kiss on the forehead. Afternoon turned to evening. The train stopped at a small station, from where I had to head toward the harbor. The noise of the city felt like nothing to me. I clutched a small piece of paper tightly in my hand, Helen's written address, where I was supposed to go. At the port, I found the weather misty, and the salty sea air dampened my clothes. A small boat was ready to take me to the lighthouse. The boatman was an old man, cataract in his eyes, but he could read the language of the sea with ease. "A storm is coming, you know," he said. I nodded. "Maybe. But I have to go." As the boat rocked through the waves, I looked out at the horizon, where dark clouds were gathering. Helen had told me the lighthouse was old, but it had a strange power within. I wondered, what exactly was that power? When I arrived at the lighthouse, the first sound I heard was the clanging of the tin window rattling in the wind. I pushed open the door and stepped inside. The room was silent and dusty, but the bookshelf, the old chair, and a fan in the corner seemed to whisper someone's presence. I knew this was where Helen worked. Here, she used to write in her journal during the day and light a beacon at night. I found an old diary in the drawer of the table. On the open page, it said, "Every day I look toward the sea. Sometimes it feels like it talks to me. Sometimes it's angry, sometimes it's calm. But it never leaves me alone." I closed my eyes. This place, this solitude, this silence, it all seemed to bind me in a strange way. Night fell. I went up to light the beacon. Climbing the stairs, I remembered Helen's smile, the language in her eyes. At the top, I flipped the switch and lit the strong light. The surroundings lit up, but inside me, it felt darker. The next morning, I woke to the sound of waves. Looking outside, I saw the sea was calm and the sky was clear. I opened the diary and began to write. Today is the first day. Helen is gone, but her light remains. I am walking in her path. I don't know where it leads, but I won't stop. Days passed, nights passed. The sea came wearing a different mask each day. I learned to light the lamp, keep time, and listen to the voice of the sea. Sometimes I felt Helen was still beside me, not in sound, but in presence, in the scent of the air. One night, climbing to the beacon, I thought I saw a shadow standing near the window. My chest tightened. But when I approached, no one was there. Just mist on the glass and a brush of wind. Still, I knew Helen was here. Her breath lived in every brick, every speck of dust inside the lighthouse. And with that breath, my journey would go on. I am now a lighthouse keeper. But more than that, I am a guardian of an invisible love, a past light that never fades.